to say that women are this, men are that, I don't believe it.
Yeah, so it's funny how when you was talking, I was trying to say, you said, let me finish. You didn't let me finish when I was saying my stuff.
I did let you finish.
No, you was talking, but just let you know. So what I
You
want,
finished what you had to say, though, didn't you?
nah, I
Yes, you did.
finished, but you was
You think
saying
he
stuff
he
on
finished,
top of what I was
but
saying,
you finished with your point, though.
and you still do it. So
I know.
let me finish.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah.
so so from what you were saying, right? When I talk of majority. You can never get anything 100% in life.
Okay.
You can never. And that's one thing I noticed about so many women.
Oh, here we go.
It's like when a man say, "Oh, there's some people that can fly on the air. Not everybody walk on the ground. There's some people that have wings." I say, "Yeah, you can never get 100%." It's like you gotta like break it down for some of them to understand, which I don't understand.
Okay.
So, but it's the majority. When I talk, it's the majority. Majority of women will sacrifice their men for their child.
Okay.
But we never see us complain about that. But when we say we can sacrifice them for our mom, oh, it's a problem. Oh, you say what? You don't love me. Hey, this relationship is over. You see? Yeah, I like to make stuff in a unconducive level of reasoning.
Oh my
Why
goodness.
I say that is because love never changes. A mother, they say a mother loves his child from day one. It's the same love that the mother has, even if the child is 60 years old and the mother is maybe like 90 or 80, it's the same love that she has for him. A mother will love a child and the child will be a bad person, maybe like a thief or bad goes to jail or whatever, but the mom is with the son and loving the son the same level and praying for him to do better.
Yep.
So don't tell me because 10 years ago I'm a new. No, that's not love.
Okay.
Love,
That's your opinion.
love is a continuous same formality.
Yeah.
God loves us the same way from when I was a child till the day I die.
Yeah.
It's the same love that God has. Whether I'm a good child, whether I'm a bad child, He loves me the same way. If not, people that do bad stuff can get struck by thunder or something from heaven.
Okay.
But they live long. Even if you allow me to say, bad people live more longer than good people in this world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So love should never be. It should never change. It should be the same level.
Gotcha.
Real love. Now, when it comes to relationship, love is conditional. Why conditional? Is upon what you can provide. It's upon what you can do to maintain that. So it's like you're paying or you're doing something for somebody to still value you.
Sure.
Knowing that that person values their child more than you.
Okay.
That's why you see so many divorcees. They use the child against the father because they know that the woman is always going to be with the child, and the father wants to see his kid, but they use that against because they know that's the way to get him.
Oh. Okay.
So, and that person that's doing that, maybe 10 years ago before the divorce was telling the guy that I love you, you the best thing ever that happened to me in my life, all that BS. You know what I mean? And then that woman hits that guy that if she has a rock, she can break his head with it. So you tend to ask, where is that love that that woman had? And then you realize there was no love. It's emotional outburst.
Oh. Okay.
And women are emotional. They tend to be emotional outbursts in a matter of everything. So if you're a man, you gotta understand that your level of love comes by what you can provide.
Gotcha.
The day you lose that provision, the love ends.
Gotcha.
So what I say is, if you're taking care of your wife, also take care of your mom. Also make sure your mom is good because she's the person that you're gonna go back to when your heart is broken, when your life is in hell, and your wife has your kids and she don't let you go see the kids and you're in court. she's the same person that you're going to go back to and cry to.
Yep.
And that will pick you up and try to help you for you to be balanced.
Yep.
So we should start appreciating mothers and making sure our mothers are good, all the way good.
Got it.
That's my point in that, because a mother is the only person that can give you unconditional love.
Got you.
You can marry 100 women if you want in life, but you only have one mother. Understand the value. I'm not saying treat your wife bad. I'm not saying put your mom and your wife in a status. I'm just saying the love you have for your wife as a man, make sure your mom is good also.
That's exactly.
If you're buying a car for your mom, if you're buying a car for your wife, buy a car for your mom. If you're building a house for you and your wife, make sure the house your mom is staying is cool. If you're buying flowers for Valentine's Day for your wife, make sure your mom got enough supply of flowers and chocolates. Make sure she's good. That's my point on that. Then secondly, men should understand that we give more to women. Majority. I've seen women that buy their men cars and private jet. I've seen that. Yeah. But I'm saying majority of men give more to women. Yeah. We sacrifice. Because when a man loves, we love hard. Okay. We love unconditional. As far the lady is that we love, that we like that lady, we're comfortable with that lady. Yeah. We're compatible with that lady. Yeah. We love unconditional. But women love conditional. You can be with a woman today and she's okay with you maybe doing a 9 to 5 job, and she's okay with you driving a Toyota, and in the future she starts to tell you, man, you gotta upgrade. You gotta live in a bigger house. You gotta do a better business. You gotta make more money. You gotta buy a bigger car, a Benz or Ferrari, because my friend's husband is doing that, and I would love if you can do that. You see what I mean? You're comfortable with what you want, but she wants you to do better so that you can give her more stuff to love you more, and that's where the condition comes. Okay. So many men face that. Good. You know what I mean? So the time men understand the difference in love, there's two kinds of love. When you understand that and you start using your logic, you're not gonna let nobody use you. Yeah. I'm not taking no bullet for nobody.
Neither am I.
But it's funny how a man say I'm taking a bullet for a woman, and the same woman can't take a bullet for a man.
That's his choice. That's his choice.
But if I said that right now, I'll take a bullet for you.
You wouldn't take a bullet for me.
If it was your man and he said I take a bullet, you'd be like, oh, I love you, thank you, you'd be happy gushing. But you can do the same for the man. You see? So it's like we've been deceived in life. Just the same way in the Western world in America. If you're walking with your girlfriend in the street, she wants you to walk on the roadside of the pedestrian.
Yeah, chivalry.
Why? Because
you're protecting her.
You're protecting her. Yeah. So my life is not valuable.
No one said that.
So if I die tomorrow, highest 3 months, you cry for me and you would another dude, and life goes on. Same thing. So why would I kill myself for somebody that's not my mom? Somebody that loves me conditional. Make it make sense, please.
Yeah, I know.
When the lady did that to me when I first came here, I said, "Nah, what?" I said, "You crazy? If a car is coming, I'm throwing in that car and I'm jumping out to save my ass." Because you gotta put yourself first as a man.
I got you.
You gotta love yourself first, make yourself first, and then let the lady know what you can do. If she don't like it, let her go. Yeah. Because if you go to social media nowadays, you see a lot of dating coaches, a lot of relationship advice. Because why? There's so many single people, and people want relationship, and people don't want to be lonely. So people are trying to find out how can I be a man? Because I didn't live with my dad, so I don't know what a man is. They go to social media and get advice. Women are trying to find out what do men want, because my mom, I live with a single mom, and she's always telling me men ain't shit, men ain't that, men is this, but I don't believe what she's saying. So I want to see what I can do to have a lasting relationship. Yeah. So if you look at the Western world has a percentage of almost 70% of divorce rate. You look at other nations that's not a Western world, the percentage is 1%. Why? There's a reason for all that. Yeah. And what causes that is cultural endowment of norms and understanding of a society.
Awesome.
So in Valentine's Day, it's not. I don't believe. I don't believe in that. I believe if you love somebody, you should always celebrate that person every day of their life.
Oh, I agree with that too.
I don't believe in one day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yeah, you know. What I mean? Yeah. Excuse my English.
Hey, it's all right.
Yeah. So yeah. So like that's my perception. And when I say stuff, I say the majority.
Okay, good for you.
So men, start thinking. Start appreciating yourself. Start loving yourself.
Tag me in.
You know what I mean? Because we're doing a lot more for women than they do for us.
Pass the mic so I can talk.
You see how she's not letting me finish?
I know, because I don't love him. That's fine.
Yeah, we know. We already know that.
He doesn't love me either, so it's okay. So you said a lot. You said so much. I'm trying to figure out like what pieces of all of the shenanigans you just blurted out I want to address. So again, comparing how men and women love, like we can debate that all night. We can go back and forth. We can go rounds talking about men do this, women do that, men don't do this, men don't do that, right? At the end of the day, people are going to do and be with whom they choose. Okay? You're going to love the way that you know how to love. Okay? You may have had an example from your parents if you were raised in a two-parent household, or even if you were raised primarily by one parent, but the other parent was also active in your life. You're going to operate in a space based off of what you've learned from both of those parents. Okay, that's just my opinion. And what's in your environment. Again, to state that one gender does more or love more, that can be debated until Jesus the Christ comes back. And I refuse to be on any platform having a conversation with anybody about who loves who more or who does what for who more. Okay. So you talked about a woman would sacrifice her husband to save her child. Mm-hmm. Would a man sacrifice his wife to save his child?
Are you asking me a question?
No. But I'm putting the question out there, so you got to flip it. So if you're saying that a woman would sacrifice her husband to save her child, would a man sacrifice his child to save his wife? Okay. Some men may not. Same thing with women. Some women may, some women may not. Majority of them, would they sacrifice someone else to save their child? Probably. People go under the knife. If my child needs a kidney, they'll give it to them. Right? They'll make sure they can do whatever they can to preserve that child's life because they may feel that child hasn't had an opportunity to live. And that's a level of love that a lot of us who are not blessed to have children would not even be able to fathom, right? And your love of your parents is important as well. Again, people just need to operate in spaces according to what makes sense for their situation. And, I can say, this is how I love. He can say, this is how he loves, whatever the case may be. But you're going to do what's best for you, right? If you're going to go into a situation thinking about the end, thinking that she's going to leave me, then why even bother? And that's kind of the mindset. A lot of times, I don't know about you, but like a lot of times when I listen to other content creators, podcasts, whatever, and they are talking about like relationships, a lot of it they're talking about like the relationship coming to an end. Like they're going into the conversation talking about the end. And it's just like, well, why do I even want to bother? So a lot of women, especially here in the US or in the Western part of the world, they're choosing to stay single because they don't want to be bothered with this nonsense of the comparison of he loves more or she doesn't love enough and she's an opportunist or she only loves me because I'm doing stuff. But men are the same way. Some men will stay around because you as a woman are doing things for them, right? If you are not requiring a relationship from the guy, but you are cooking meals for him, you're doing favors for him, You're giving him money. You're giving him intimacy whenever he wants it. He's going to continue to take it. He's going to continue to take it because you're giving it to him. It doesn't mean that he loves you. He's just taking it because that's the nature of the man, to take, to take, to take. You give, you open up the cookie jar, he's going to put his hand in there and grab all the cookies, okay? Because that's what they do. So you can't tell me that men don't operate in the same space as you're saying that women do, okay? Yes, they do. And you can't tell me that because I've experienced it from a man. Okay? No, you think you know me. You think you know me. But here's the thing. You trying to take me off course. Let me coast here so I can land the plane, okay? Don't be trying to interrupt me, okay? But all I'm saying is, with love, I agree with my brother here that love can be conditional and unconditional. Mm-hmm. I do not agree with my brother about men giving more than women or women giving more than men. Like I don't believe in either. I don't believe that women do more. I don't believe that men do more. I think people do what they think they need to do to get what they want. Right? So if you think that I have to do all these actions for you to get your love, to get your attention, to get your affection, I'm going to do that. Right? And then for you, if you know that you have to do certain things so that she can give you what you want, you're going to do that too. That's what I believe in.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm not done yet. I got one more point, then you can ask your question. I got one more point, then you can ask your question. So yeah, I don't believe in men or women, that either does more than the other. I think people just operate in a space that works for them, and they show up the way they feel they need to show up. So, like I said before, I'm going to go back to it. Love is not only words, it's deed, it's action. And it's going to vary from person to person. So all I could advise the viewers to do when it comes to love, if you're a person that do believe in love, that you should seek after someone who is on the same level as you when it comes to love and how you look at love, how you want to receive love. If you have attracted someone that doesn't have the same mindset when it comes to love, they don't believe in it. They think it's like some made up fairy tale thing that have you out in the clouds, just kind of hanging out there, not in reality and on land. It's good to have perspective, but if at the end of the day that partner is not someone that is going to love you the way in which you need to be loved, then you need to move on from them. So you are more than welcome to ask your question, sir.
Yeah, what I want to ask you. Yeah. I mean, you have said what's on your mind.
Yes, and so in my heart.
Yeah. So you got a heart?
I have a big heart, you guys. A big heart. A big heart.
So my question is, do you want unconditional love or do you want conditional love?
Do I want unconditional love
or conditional
love? Mm-hmm. That's a trick question, and I feel like you're trying to trip me up, right? So let me answer.
You see how women think?
No. This is how Teah thinks.
Okay, carry on.
This is how Teah thinks.
Carry on. We're waiting. We're waiting for the answer.
So you're asking Teah, would she prefer conditional or unconditional love? Mm-hmm. Okay, I would prefer a love that is pure.
I said, but it's a yes or no.
I prefer yes or no. A love that is pure, a love that is not selfish, a love that is kind, a love that is supportive. If I attract someone,
you didn't answer my question.
I'm getting there.
No.
I'm about to.
Your question,
if
right?
I attract no, it's not as simple. Love is, and that's the thing. Love is not that simple.
No, it's a yes or no.
So here's the thing: if
conditional love, or do you want unconditional love?
So choose one. If I attract someone who is offering me love on a conditional basis, compared to someone who is,
what do you want?
Let me answer the question. Compared to someone who is willing to offer me love unconditionally, because I'm a lover at heart, I would tend to select the individual who would choose to love me unconditionally.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You see, it took an hour for her to come to
it
answer
did.
a question.
Yes.
So why is it when you ask a woman a question, a yes or no question, she wants to run around the
because
bush,
we're philosophers.
run around again, run around the bush, run around again
because it's
to
not
answer
that
just yes and
it's not
or
that
no.
simple.
And it's a simple. You gave it right now. You said you prefer unconditional love.
So then go ahead and prove your point with me saying I prefer unconditional.
You say you prefer unconditional. It took you forever to come there.
Yeah.
The reason why I asked you that is that you prefer unconditional love.
Yeah.
But you give conditional love. Why is that?
So me personally, I give conditional love. Is that what you're saying?
Do you give conditional love or unconditional love?
I don't give conditional love.
What do you give?
I give love.
No. What do you give?
I give love.
No. Do you give conditional or unconditional?
I give love.
No, it's one answer. You say you don't give
conditional.
You don't give conditional.
So my options are either conditional or unconditional, right? Yeah. So if I said I don't give conditional, then the answer is no. I give unconditional.
No.
No.
Why I said
Please help the audience. Let them know.
The reason why I say that is because you yourself are confused what love is.
I am confused about what love is.
Why I say that is because the only person that can give unconditional love is your parents.
Okay.
Most especially your mom.
Gotcha.
If I ask you now, if you was dating a guy and you love him unconditional, right? And then he cheats on you, would you still be with him?
Yes.
And then he beats you, would you still be with him?
No. I don't know.
Just
no. And please, the reason why I say I don't know is because I have not been in that situation. I can't speak to that.
So if a guy is beating you, would you still be with him? Would you still love him? Would you still stand by him?
I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know because I'm because I'm not in that situation, so I cannot answer that question. You don't know.
Okay, let me help you with that.
Yeah, please.
The answer is no. You're not going to be with him.
I'm not going to be with him. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Why I asked that is because I don't advise anybody to stay with the game.
I was going to say that you want me to stay with
But why I said that is just to tell you that there's the only person you can see a child beating their mom. Okay. Right?
Okay.
Mistreating their mom. Okay. But the mom is still always going to have that child's best interest. Okay. The child is always the mom is always going to have that child's best interest. Okay. The mom is always going to be with that child with wounds and everything. Okay. Because she believes that my son will do better or. Okay. So it's different, but I'm not encouraging that. Though. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just giving you an idea of how deep unconditional love is, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the love that relationship brings is emotional stability of happiness. Okay. Right? Yeah. He treats you good, he does what you want according to the level of you, right? Sure. And you're with him and you're happy. Sure. You get what I'm saying? So it's conditional. Okay, cool. So we in a relationship, whether dating and marriage, is conditional. Got it. It's like a contract. Yeah. Right? Sure. And who expresses the emotion more? The woman, right? Got it. Mm-hmm. The men are more logic. Got it. So when we reason like that, we understand that it's a give and take. Gotcha. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Sure. Sure. Right? Reciprocity. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's why I always advise guys, don't act on what a woman says, act on her action. Yeah, same for the ladies. Because women say stuff and they don't do it. Men say stuff and they don't do it. No. Most women say stuff. Most men say stuff and they don't do it. When a man says something, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Well, most men. Do you date men? Because I date men. I'm a man. Okay, good. You don't date men. I date men. I date women. Yes. So I know too. So it's the same way, it's the same emphasis that I'm saying. Oh, is it? Yes. No, because you're saying women. Wait, I'm coming. Give duality. I'm coming. Let me finish. Yes, land the plane. You can prove me wrong. I'm not proving you wrong. No, I say you can prove me wrong. Just duality. But let me finish what I'm saying. Got you. So, in that stance, relationship is conditional love. Okay. And to me, conditional love is not real love. Got it. It's a contract.
Got it.
It's an emotional outburst.
I got it.
It's a feeling. It's like when you take a drug. It's like when you take a drug, it makes you happy.
Yes, love gets you high.
And you get that highness and you're happy. But
So
once
high
you
you can touch the
you
sky.
can afford that drug, that's when you start stealing people's money to buy
Ooh.
back that drug.
Uh-huh.
That's how conditional love is.
Yeah.
It's a love that you get from a girl as a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and you're willing to always get that I love you, that words, that stability. And
Yeah.
sometimes you put her first before you,
Uh-huh.
and that's why you have more men dying than women.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why you have more grandmas than grandpas.
Okay.
Because men, when we love to death.
Okay.
Women, when they love conditionally according to what they can get.
Okay.
And it changes.
Gotcha.
Day by day.
Understood.
Yeah.
Don't believe it. So I did again. A lot of times I really wonder about you when it comes to women and just your mindset about women.
How?
Yeah, I don't want to go down that road because it's going to take us into a different conversation. So I want to keep it on the subject of love. I want to keep it on the subject of love. So love is a beautiful thing, and I'm happy for anyone that has been able to find their person, and that they're living and they're happy, and that they're contributing to their relationship, and that they're loving, even in those moments when things are not going right, when you may want to walk away from the situation, you may want to throw your hands up in the air and just be like, I'm done. I'm happy to know that people are still willing to work things out. People are still willing to learn how to love their partner in a new way. um, I made an example of, like, you not the same person you were 10 years ago. You're a different person, and we all are. Every day we um we grow older and we gain more world experience as we live in this world. And again, the person I was 10 years ago, this person I was 15, 20 years ago is not the same person that is sitting before you today. So the way how
not what you want.
The way how you may have loved someone 20 years ago might need to change because people's needs change. Okay. So it's not to say like you never loved them to begin with, it's just that your love has evolved. Your level of love for someone when you first meet them is not going to be the same 10 years later. It's just not. It's not going to be, because you're going to have a lot of life experiences together that's going to shape the way how you look at your relationship, the way how you look at your partner. So all I'm saying is make the needed adjustments. Just make whatever the adjustments are, just make the needed adjustments, realign yourself. And if you feel that you're in a situation where you no longer have that level of love for that person, then let them go. Let them go off and find someone else that they can love, or someone else they can use to get whatever they want. So that's all I have to say about that. So do you have any closing words for our viewers this evening?
Yeah, I have a little bit to add to what you said, then I have my closing word.
Okay.
It's funny you said that. It shows you that woman's love is conditional.
I'm so over this.
Why I say that is because when a man loves a woman, in 20 years' time, he loves the woman the same way she was 20 years ago.
Nope, because when she gets fat, he don't love her the same.
No, they still love her the same.
No, he doesn't.
Especially the woman he marries.
No, he doesn't.
Still love her
He
the
does
same.
not love her the same
And
when
why,
she gets
why
fat.
I say that
When
is
she
because
gets fat, because he goes and he sleeps with a girl that's younger and skinnier.
Whether she's skinny or if she's gonna
He
do
don't
that,
love her
she's
the
still
same,
gonna.
y'all. He's not telling the truth.
Can I finish what
No,
I'm saying?
you're not being truthful.
I wanted to finish and
you're not
you
being truthful.
I didn't
She got fat after bearing all 10 of your children.
I didn't interrupt
and you look at her like, I'm not attracted to her anymore.
I didn't interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me, but
I'm trying to close my remarks.
No,
Close it.
No, y'all.
So
he's not
before I got interrupted by body weight. You can see a man. I mean, you can see a man with a woman, right? And maybe he's a mechanic making like 60,000. He's okay. And then after 4 or 5 years, she wants him to do that to advance himself because she advanced herself. And the guy's like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay the way I am. So it's like keeping up with the Kardashian. You can never keep up. So I'm not gonna say too much, but my closing remark is that I appreciate women, men, but this is for my brothers. Please, please understand what love is.
Yes, please.
And wear the man kingship cap and understand that we are loved by what we provide. And the day we lose that provision, love ends. So that's not real love. So when you understand that, you're not gonna stress yourself. You're not gonna kill yourself. You look for somebody that appreciates that, and you live and you create a legacy with that person, right?
Yeah.
And don't kill yourself because of a woman.
Amen.
Because when you die, if at 2 months she's with another dude, and
same thing for the guy.
And they're chilling.
Oh yeah, same thing for the guy. Oh yeah.
So we gotta start valuing men's. We gotta start valuing our mental health, valuing our life, loving ourselves, and making ourselves first. Because in this world, you have more grandmas than grandpas. You have more widowers and widows than what do you call a man that a wife died?
He's a widow.
You have more women widows than men widows. Let me just break it down like
that. Because of love?
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
So yeah, because of love. Some men's
what?
Yeah, some men's
it has nothing to do with their health.
No, some men's love that they don't value themselves. They value whatever the woman wants. So they put the woman first. They can starve themselves. You see a guy, he wears the same clothes, doesn't eat what he wants, because he's giving his woman his everything.
Okay, cool.
And she's fresh, wearing the latest clothes, eating whatever she wants with a female, and the guy is starving because he's putting her first.
Okay.
And we are now built for stress mentally. It kills us.
The women
are built because they bear kids. They they help raise. So God built them to stabilize stress. And they live long. Stress is what kills it. That's why so many brothers are having high blood pressure and dying. So many brothers are dying. So we gotta understand that we gotta love ourselves, put ourselves first. Do what you can do, and the ones you're gonna do, don't do it. If a woman doesn't want to be with you, let her go. Because love in relationship is conditional, and that's not real love. The real love is unconditional. And the only person that can give you unconditional is your mom and God. So if you feel me, holla your boy. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
Your boy, aka Dolaman.
I know. So yeah, I want to say something now because yeah. I'm going to, and then we're gonna end it right here. Okay.
I'll let you end it today.
We're gonna end it right here. Yeah, because if you keep talking, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm kidding.
You're like,
yes, we're just gonna end it. We're just gonna end it. No, I'm just kidding. But you're funny. You're a hilarious individual. That's really all I can say. And God bless. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep it right here. I'm just gonna keep it right here. So we started off this conversation talking about love. And your stance is love is conditional, unconditional. I agree. Your stance is that men love unconditional, women loves conditional. I don't agree. Your stance is that when it comes to the hierarchy of your love, when it comes to like family and romantic interest, that your family should be above your wife. I disagree with that. Biblically, that's not what God says. I believe that God is the only being that loves us unconditionally. Why? Because we're human, we're flawed. So praise God that you are in a family where you feel that unconditional love from your mother, that unconditional love from your sister. That is a beautiful thing. And I praise God for that for you. But a lot of people don't have that same experience, right? So they're going to love whom they feel they need to love in whatever ranking order that they need to love that person in. And you do what works for you. Again, I don't believe that one loves more than the other. I don't believe that one does more than the other. I think people do what they feel they need to do to get what they want. The same way how women can put conditions on how they love based on what you can do for them, men do that as well. Being a woman who date men, I can testify to that. All right. So I just want to leave it there. Okay. This was an interesting conversation. Okay. We don't see eye to eye on this one, and that's okay. I respect your position. Hopefully, you respect mine.
I respect yours too.
Okay. So, with that, we're going to end the conversation here because we can go for another hour talking about this, and we're not going to do that to y'all.
And if you guys want us to talk about more of this, because I got a lot to say.
I got a lot to say too.
She ain't let me say it, but I'm gonna hold it to my chest.
That's right. He can do it on his own time. No, but it was a good conversation, though. I mean, we have different perspectives, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you get to choose whatever it is that works best for you. Yes. If you feel that what my brother is sharing with you is the way to go, do it. And hopefully you get all the success in your relationships. If you listen to my perspective and want to take a different route, that's cool. If you don't want to listen to either of us, that's cool too. I just pray that, you're able to attract the kind of love that you need in your life to make you feel loved and for you to show up good for your partner. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end our episode this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Queen Teah.
And now I'm $5, and I want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To long life and more partnership.
Hey, good partnership and love. Yes. Cheers to love, y'all. Have a good one.